Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you?
Yes, I am also doing great. Once again, we have met after so long time.
Yes, after a long time we met again. You can consider because I think we are meeting second time, right? We are meeting
Yeah.
second time, and second time to meet you, and it is also for you to meet me second time. So I think we should introduce to each other so that we can let to each other know about ourselves. So first, who will introduce? Himself. Like, will you introduce yourself, or I will introduce myself first? Who will introduce?
Okay. Okay. I am going to introduce myself. My name is Chandrakala Verma, and I am from Chhattisgarh. If I talk about my qualifications, so I am pursuing graduation. Apart from my study, I go to private school for teaching and for improving my speaking skill. And I have a YouTube channel. That's all about me.
Yes. So I think it is my turn to introduce myself. Why not? I will not be led to introduce myself. I will also introduce myself. If you have introduced yourself, so I will also introduce myself. Okay.
Yeah,
So my
yeah.
name is from Sahibganj district of Jharkhand, study Pachok my education. I study in 9th class. There are 5 members in my family. Pachok my hobby. As you know, that I like to play football, cricket, and learn something from social media. Also, for looking the place, new place, you can consider explore the place I like, and reading, studying, and speaking English I like the most.
Okay, that's all. Means you have so many habit. Okay.
Besides that, all hobbies, a lot of things I like, but I couldn't tell in this video, but will be long. That's why I couldn't tell you everything that whatever I like. And most of the people, think a lot of thing I like to do. Besides that, all hobbies, which all hobbies already I told you now when you were asking me about my introduction, right? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, starting our conversation, I have some question that I want to ask you.
Yes, why not? Why not? I have also curated some question for you about English. So let me,
Yeah.
you have to ask me first of all. If you have questions, so you can ask me. Yes.
Yeah. So as we all know that you are famous YouTuber and famous English learner. Okay. So how are you feeling because your name has printed in newspaper? You are becoming so popular. So how are you feeling?
Nowadays I'm feeling like celebrity, you can consider, because I became famous on YouTube, and every person is knowing me. You can consider a lot of people are trying to connect with me also and having conversation with me. So really I'm feeling proud of all, and also there are a lot of people are getting motivation through me, that and they're also making like this video. So I motivate a lot of person to make like this video. So really I'm feeling proud. A lot of people are coming to meet me also. And before, yesterday 2 person are come to meet me from far of 200 kilometers from my home, you can say. And they, like, it took a lot of time them to come to my home. And I served them like, I behaved with them well, and they came, and yes, like everything, yes, I'd welcome them. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So what motivation would you like to give those all learners who are learning English language, but because of some problems they think about give up, means they think that I cannot learn English. So what motivation would you like to give?
Yes. If they are thinking like, a lot of beginners and a lot of learners of English are living in the world. If they want to learn English language, if they think that I can't speak English language, so what will I have to do? If they are thinking like this, so they have to try to learn English more and more. And as you know, that if I'll tell about myself, I also faced a lot of problem. Even I was unable to speak when I was beginner. That I was thinking that now I have to give up. I have to give up like this. I was thinking so. And then one video I watched again. So in that, that channel name is, I think, English with the Hati Madam. So then I got one
Okay.
video, and then yes, I searched about that video, so I got on that channel. So then I got motivation more, and I decided, English is a language which we can learn English language by working hard. It is not like that, and there is easy way to learn English language, but it will take time to learn English. That's why I decided, it can take time. So that's why, I continued to learn English language, and I could learn English language. That's why, everyone should continue to learn English language, whether if they will make mistake while speaking English language. So they should not think that I made mistake, that I can't speak English language. It is hard to speak English language. It is not like that. If they will try, if they keep on trying to speak English language, definitely they can learn English language. And they should learn from their mistakes also. Yes.
Yeah. Really, your speak is awesome. You are speaking very fluent. Okay, so you have asked, you have questions, so you can ask me now.
Why not? So can you tell that, how did you learn English language? Your English is also fantastic. I can hear your English is very fantastic. Please tell me that how did you learn English language, and what types of problem have you faced when you were beginner, and how did you learn English language? Please tell from beginning. Yes.
Okay, I am also a beginning level in in this time I am learning English language. If I talk about that how I learned this language, so I can say that I have no any partner with whom I can practice, but I have mobile. Only through mobile I have learned this language this much. I am able to speak English language in front of you only because of mobile. Because if I didn't have mobile, so it was very difficult for me to learn English language. Yes, I can say I want to say those all person who are learning English language, if they have mobile, so they can easily learn English language. They do not have to think that I don't have partner. Okay, so they can learn English only through mobile. And if I talk about what kind of difficulties I am facing, so there are so many difficulties being a villager. I am also a village, so sometimes I think that there is no any English environment. But I understand that if I want to speak English language, so I have to create English environment in my mind. I don't need to create environment around myself, around my house. I have to create environment in my mind. So that's it. That's why I wanted to tell you.
Yes, yes, yes. You told that you have created environment. So can you tell me when did you get idea to get get environment of speaking English language? Because you know very well about some people like when any people from village will start learning English speaking. Suppose one person is living in my village and he will start learning English speaking today, and he thinks that I will not be able to find any person with whom I will talk. So how can they get idea to find partner to talk in English language? Because you have idea, because you are talking with people, with different kinds of people. So I think you must have idea about that, so which you can provide them. Please tell them how can they get idea to find partner to talk in English language to practice also. Yes.
Yeah, they must try to find partner, but there is a question that how will they find? So I want to say that if they are learning English language, so all the time they watch English content video, and through videos they can find easily. As I have find you only through videos, so they can easily find their partner. So in this era I cannot say that finding English partner is so difficult, because they are watching English content video, and in their description box their contact number, their Skype ID link, so they can easily contact with them
Yes, yes, yes.
if they have
You are
idea.
You are saying right,
Yeah,
because nowadays it has become easy to find people, and some of the people are making conversation video, and they will have given their number, time,
yeah,
and as you can
yeah.
see about me, I have given a lot of, so everyone can find me easily on Skype, and also name of Skype ID I gave already, and they can search it on YouTube, Skype, and then they can get me and talk with me. So like this, it is
Yeah.
it is big easy way to find people. Yes, you can
Yeah.
consider.
And if they are in beginning level, if they don't have any idea, so they can start speaking with their self. And while speaking English, they they feel that I am improving, and they can start talking with other person.
Yes, yes. And you can consider a sofa, and you know very well about me that I'm viral boy, right? I'm viral boy. So a lot of people are calling me and they're saying me that how are you able to speak so fluent in English? And you are talking with girl also, woman also, man also, but you're not getting shy to talk English. Like, what is reason behind you that you can speak so fluently without hesitation, that too? So can you tell them,
Yeah.
if you have also idea that, how can we talk English language without hesitation? If you have idea, so you can provide them. They will, know. Please.
Yeah, because it is very important that while talking with anyone, if we have confidence, so we can talk easily. But I can say that only because of confidence we can speak very fluently. If you are speaking you are speaking right now, so you have confidence, and it is become a habit of yourself that you daily you talk with in English language. So if we want to speak English language, so we have to speak daily. And if we speak daily, so it will become a habit, and we get confidence. So if we will have confidence, so easily we will talk eh, fluently.
Yes, yes. Right, you are saying, because like some people think that in which language we shall speak the most, in that language we can improve our mother tongue. And some people you can say who is my mother tongue, like Santali. So some people are living from my village in America, so they speak only in English there, so they know only English, and their mother tongue is other, but they forgot their mother tongue. They can't speak in their mother tongue like this. And that's why
Okay.
it is said that like in which language we shall speak, in that language we can speak properly, and which language we shall not use, that language we can't speak English language. That's why we should keep you, if you are a learner, if you want to learn English language, so we should use only English to speak with people. And nowadays I think you can say it is easy way to find people easily from Skype
Yeah,
application.
yeah,
And
it is
a
very
lot of
easy.
people are getting motivation. A lot of people videos you will get on YouTube, they are making like this video also from Jharkhand. Now the number of
Yeah,
people like
you
makes
know,
like
most of the learner who belongs from Jharkhand, they are really very hard working. I can say there that most of the learners who are from Jharkhand, they are learning English language and they are becoming so popular. It's like you. I know 3, 4 member who are from Jharkhand.
yes. And if I
Jharkhand
name
like
of
very hard working.
yes, yes. So do you know Suklal Hatta and Siddhi Yadav? They're all from Jharkhand, and they are making like this video. They started making. They got motivation, and I motivated them. And one person whose name is Suklal, he completed 1,000 subscriber within some day around, and he's also getting viral nowadays. And I'm getting proud of Jharkhand that because I'm also Jharkhand, and a lot of people are making from Jharkhand also. Also from your, I think state. I think one person like Saru Ram is making like this video, right?
Yeah, yeah, I know. He's from Chhattisgarh. Okay, so what we were we talking about?
We were
You're not
talking about
visible.
like Saru Ram.
Yeah,
Saru Ram.
yeah, I know him. He's from
Yes.
Chhattisgarh. He
Yes.
speaks English like you.
Yes. He's walking like me. And here and there he
And
keep on walking. And one day
one of your videos. Okay, one of your videos I have watched. In that video, all the time you called each other bro, bro. Do you remember? You know that
yes,
video is really very joking video. When I was watching that video, I was like feeling that oh my god, why they are using this much bro, bro? Do you remember or not?
yes. Actually, whenever I see him that he's very funny man also. You can keep on walking.
All the time.
Yes, yes.
When you started talking with them, you just called bro, and when they start talking to you, they start call bro. So that
All this.
video is really very fantastic and very funny video.
Yes, yes. One day I think I watched one video, Saru Ram's video on YouTube, and he was walking in the forest alone. He was walking in the forest alone, and one person was talking with him, and he was asking him that, are you not fearing in the forest like this? Hello, I can't see you.
Hello,
Yes, yes, yes. Now I can see you now. Yes, I can see you.
you're not visible. Actually, someone is calling me. She is my friend.
Oh,
Okay, okay,
yes, yes. Now
continue.
can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you. No, now you are not visible.
Oh, what is happening? So now can you see me or not?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I be visible to you? Can you see me now?
No, you are not visible again.
Now?
No. What is happening inside you?
Yes.
Yeah,
So I will turn
now.
on. Yes. Now can you see me?
Yeah, it's everything fine. Okay, continue. While
Yes.
talking to you, I am enjoying this Conversation, yeah. So I just want to know that how are you working on your pronunciation, because your pronunciation is also very fantastic, and sometimes I pronounce wrong. So please give me some suggestion that I can follow and I can uh, pronounce right way.
Yes, yes. Okay, I will tell you that how do you have to, how can you improve your pronunciation? Yes, listen to me carefully.
Yeah,
And you have to
yeah,
record yourself. Yes. And when you practice, I think you must knowing about the way to practice, right? And I think you will be using a lot of way to practice, and you have to listen carefully. When you will practice that time, most of the time you have to practice in front of your mobile camera. Yes.
yeah. I do.
Mobile camera, you have to record yourself, and after that you have to watch your video which you have recorded, that you have to watch, and then you listen where you have made mistake, that mistake you have to correct by watching your video. Like this you can improve your pronunciation, and which word you think that I made mistake by speaking that word, by saying, by pronouncing, so that you can correct by searching about the words on YouTube, and then you can get the good pronunciation of that words, that how you have to pronounce that words, that you can get, and then use again it in your sentences and try to record it again, that now this time I spoke good. Like this you can improve your pronunciation. Another, you have to talk with people. When you will talk with people, mostly loudly, like loudly speaking and loudly reading. Like this we can improve pronunciation. And one, who is my motivator, I think very well about my motivator, that he is from South Indian. So he keep on suggesting me all the time that
Oh,
you have to speak. Yes, you can consider
please
as
tell
a beginner.
me.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I will
Please
tell you.
tell
Yes.
me who is your motivation.
Yes, sir. My motivator name is, motivator who had motivated me to learn this language name is Father Julian. He is from South India, from Tamil Nadu, India.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, I
So
don't know.
and first, when he came to know about me, that Jadu is my, Jadu was motivated me to learn this language. One day when he met with me and he called me, actually, he is heading one school in Sahibganj. He is heading English medium school there. So he called me one day
Okay,
to him. I went to him and he suggested me that you have to read loudly. Also, you have to speak loudly. You can improve your pronunciation easily. And you saw a lot of people on YouTube. They are speaking slowly, like in low volume. In low volume, they are speaking. So they can't speak with good pronunciation. You have to speak
yeah,
slowly, and you have to let any word come to your mind, and good word you have to use, like word you wanna use in your sentences, and then you have to correct your pronunciation like this. And reading loudly is very important. But sometimes people are getting shy to read at their home because other people can listen you when you
yeah.
read loudly. So that's why. And, for 30-10 minutes you can go anywhere and there read please one day. So and come there and
It
like this you
happens
can
with me also, whenever I try to speak English language loudly, because my family member is in my home, so I think that where I should go for making video for practicing. Tell
yes,
me
yes,
what
yes.
was your journey when you were in beginning level? What kind of things you were doing at that time?
Yes, yes. Actually, when I was beginner, you can consider, my way of practicing was very bad. And, like you can't believe that, like this person can practice like this. I was going to the forest. I used to go to the forest for practicing there. And because I was thinking that people can bother me, even people were making fun of me. And in which village I'm living now. So as me people are in my village, so they are mocking, making fun of me that, Jadu is speaking English language. Jadu is going to be Angrej. Jadu is going to be British like this. And also, that's why,
Now,
I like to
now
be
I
yes, yes.
think they will be appreciating you because you got you got fluency.
Yes, yes. Nowadays they are appreciating me. All the people of my village are appreciating me because I got fluency in speaking English language. So can you tell me when you were beginner that time, how are you practicing English language? Please tell me how are you practicing when you were beginner that time?
Okay, even now I am in beginning level, so I do speak English language in front of the mobile, in front of the camera. I just want to speak English language with myself. I do this
Oh,
method.
and I think that in beginning time you can consider I was going to the forest, and my actually I had no any knowledge about mobile that I could have practiced also in front of mobile camera. And then if I tell when I did when did I get idea to practice in front of the mirror when I watched one video on English with Dihati madam. She was telling in that video that you have to use mirror technique. So I started
Okay.
using mirror technique, and nowadays I'm using mobile camera, and both are I'm using. Sometimes for improving my pronunciation, I'm using mostly mobile. And mobile I will put in front of myself. I will sit in chair in my room. Where is my room at my home? So there I will go, and then I will put my mobile, and then I will speak in front of mobile camera. Then I will record my video and watch my video where I have made a mistake that I will try to correct like this.
Okay. Okay. So one last question I want to ask you: do you think that we must have more vocabulary for speaking English language? Like we just want to express our thoughts. So what do you think that if we have so many types of fancy words so that we can speak English language? What do you think about it?
Yes, yes. Actually, like as you asked me that, if we have more vocabulary knowledge, so we can speak good English. It is not like that. But if you will practice more, if you have less vocabulary, knowledge, you can say. Also, if you will practice more and more, you can improve your English language easily. It is not like that you have to learn a lot of vocabulary. But you can learn if you want to speak. But some people you saw, I think you have seen a lot of people like they are not
Yeah.
practicing and their English is good. All of a sudden they can speak without practicing because they have in strong vocabulary, they have improved their vocabulary more, and they can tell everything in English that what is called this in English. And if you will ask them Hindi words, and they will translate it to English easily. So because they have knowledge and they are not practicing, just you can consider. And all of a sudden they are speaking good English and with confident because they have knowledge. But practicing is very important. We have to practice more and more. It is not like that we have to learn more vocabulary, but enough vocabulary is important for us. And also we can learn if we want to become intelligent in English, so we can learn a lot of vocabulary dictionary we can use and try to explain it in also in sentences already was explained, so that we can see. And how can we explain it in sentences, any words. And if you don't know it word, but you can see like who was my motivator. And if you but he doesn't know Hindi language, he can't speak properly. So one day, I asked one Hindi, Hindi words to translate into English. He couldn't translate that because he was asking me, I'm not understanding that word. How can I translate? Because they, mostly like us, a lot of teacher, a lot of, principal are in Jharkhand now, and they are heading the school. Different kinds of school are being headed, you can say. So, they are unable to speak Hindi properly. So, when they are teaching us English, also in my school, one teacher is, and who is from Tamil Nadu. And same, he's like main principal of my school. So one day,
Okay.
he keep on teaching English. So one day he, when we ask one question, expression. What is meaning of expression in Hindi? We ask, some students ask of my class. So he couldn't tell, but he explained that in sentences. He told us sentences, but he don't know in he doesn't know in Hindi. How can he tell? He doesn't know in
Means
Hindi.
they
Yes.
came in English language.
Yes, yes. Because he's South Indian, and South India mostly they don't know, they can't speak Hindi properly, and they
Yeah.
can't know more of Hindi. Yes.
Okay, so now you must go any school for teaching language, for teaching English language. What do you think
Invited. Yes.
about?
Yes, yes, yes. I am being invited. And you can say, in month of April, I had gone to Dumka, one city is in Jharkhand. There I had gone and gave some motivation to some students, and they were waiting for me then. As soon as we reach
Yeah.
at the door, like institute, you can say a lot of students were looking at me. So imagine that Jadu came here, and now he will teach us English. And up to 5 days around, I taught them and came back my home. But I had a lot of time to teach them. But actually, and that time, my exam was also going to be happen. So therefore, I couldn't go. Otherwise, I could have taught them up to 30 days. So now again I was
Okay.
invited to one city name is Pakur. Besides that city where I had gone already before that. So now I will go, after 5 days around, I think in one city name is Pakur. And there I think I will be invited and Ibusi also. And I will teach them students. And all the students when I had gone to Dumka, they were knowing that Yadu studies in 9 class and how can it, we are, we completed 12 class. Yes, like this they have, all of a sudden they don't know English how to speak. So that's why they
Okay.
were getting that, Jadu, one students who studies in 9th class and he can speak so fluently and he is teaching us English. He became our teacher. How it is possible?
You are
Like
really very inspirational for all those children and for those all person who are learning English language. Really, you have worked hard, and today you are very famous person. I
yes,
salute
yes,
your hard work.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. I think I'm not understanding that how did I get viral on YouTube, but I had used a lot of way to
Because
open YouTube.
you are
You can say even
you
for this channel, I can't say a lot of YouTube channel, but I couldn't get success. Jadu Kisko
okay.
blog
You,
English, Jadu English blog like this, Jadu English
you
blog and
you
English.
speak English
Yes.
language very fluent than Hindi language. I think that you cannot speak Hindi language this much fluent. Your English is very fluent.
Yes, because mostly nowadays I'm speaking in English only. That's why nowadays already I told you before all that in which language you will speak more, in that language you can improve your English easily. So that's why like if you will speak only in English, so we can improve our English, and if you will speak in Hindi, so we can improve our Hindi. And some people that from my caste, like from my society, they are speaking just Santali, my mother tongue, and they are making video in Santali. So their mother Santali language is very clear. They can speak Santali very
Yeah,
clear. Speaking their mother tongue, and in which language you will speak, that language we can speak properly. Yes. That's
yeah.
why. Yes, like this.
Okay, sir.
And
So
even
I yeah. Ask me if you
yes,
have other questions. Sir.
yes, yes. So can you tell me, are you using any application to talk with people besides Skype? If you are using, so you
Yeah.
can tell.
Yeah. Before 1 week, I have installed Hybro app. I use Hybro app. Do you know?
Yes, I know Hybro app application. Auto Arif was was telling me Auto Arif. Do you know he's a YouTuber, and he has
Okay,
around
I
15.
know. I know. Yeah, yeah. Dehati madam told me about Hybro app, and I have installed it, and I do practice.
Yes, yes. And can you tell me, how is Hybro application? Is it free or, like we have to pay money?
Yeah, we have to pay money if we want to practice only. They provide us only 20 minutes. If you want to practice only 20 minutes, so it is free. And if you want to pay, so you have to pay. But if
Yes.
you want to practice like more than 20 minutes, so you have to pay money.
Oh, yes, yes. And it is good idea, you can say. And like Cambly application, Hybro application is good. And like that all application, like we can pay money and we can get, advanced speaker, right? We can get advanced speaker. And like if
Yeah.
you have our English already, so it is good way to practice English more to become fluent. Because nowadays, a lot of people who is beginner, most of the people who is beginner, they are using only Skype application because they think that about Skype application is free only, and they where they can get only basic speaker, and they can talk and they can understand them very well while speaking. And like in
Yeah.
which level you are, and if you will talk with the same level person, so definitely you will feel happy that he's also like me and he speaks. And yes, really. But one day, if you will suppose, if you're beginner, if you have started speaking English language before 1 month around, and if you will talk with American people, you will not understand his language, and again and again you
Yeah,
will ask
it
me
is
what he
like a
said. Yes,
demotivate when we talk with them because we are in beginning level. If I am talking about very advanced level person, so definitely I will feel unconfidence.
yes, yes. So can you tell me, are you watching Americans video, like American people video on YouTube?
No, no, I do not watch. I watch only Indians accent videos.
But nowadays, I think I'm watching also which is American video. So nowadays, I think whenever I watch American people video, so I understand very well their English because I'm watching. I have
Okay.
developed the habit of watching, so felt that I can understand very well. But before 6 months around, I was unable to understand their language because I was not watching like that video. Just Indian accent, I was listening and watching. Like interview video, mostly I'm listening, and conversation video. Like one person will give interview in English, so that I
Okay.
like the most that video, interview video. Yeah.
Okay. So which English speaker do you follow? English
Yes.
teacher.
English teacher, a lot of teacher I'm following, but they don't speak in English, but they teach them only in like Hindi. Yes, a lot of channels.
Okay.
English brand channel is very important. You can also follow that if you want to learn advanced English. English brand channel. A lot of channel are here,
Okay.
but name of some channel are not coming. If you want to learn vocabulary, so English G YouTube channel. English G YouTube channel you can follow, and informative English one channel is informative English. Another is I think take Marathi in Hindi channel. There you can get a lot of vocabulary like flowers name and fruits name, everything you can get, and you can become like advanced and intelligent in English subject. So that's why you have to follow also that channel if you want to learn advanced English. So and mostly name of some channel like by collecting noun. Collecting noun, do you understand collecting noun?
Yeah.
Like that video
Yeah.
are being uploaded in Tech Marathi and Hindi, but in informative English you can get in one related video like uh, about politics video. Politics it's mean that like law neta ko English में क्या बोलेंगे leader. Like this you can a lot of words you can learn from that channel. Mostly I keep on writing from that channel, and nowadays because I've been learning English language since 1 year, so I have improved a lot of vocabulary, and now I can like tell, and you can say, and also making video nowadays short video, and I'm telling that all in video also. And I've written that all in one notebook which I bought under 100 money, and like this. And I made that book like my course book. Yes, notebook, notebook. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
like this. Yes.
Okay, Jadu bro, I want to wind up this session and I have another question that I will ask you some other day.
Yes, yes, definitely. Yes, why not? And yes, so again we shall meet. Yes,
Okay, okay. We will definitely meet because while talking to you, I am enjoying this conversation. Like you are speaking English language better than Hindi language. You are speaking very fluent, and I have to copy your English. So definitely one day I will talk to you. And okay, thank you so much for giving me your valuable time. And we will
yes.
meet in the next time. Okay,
Thank you. Again we shall connect. Yes. Thank you.
okay, okay. Thank you.